Hello friends, and welcome to your 45-minute Pilates workout. We are gonna have so much fun today, and there's an option to use a loop resistance band. Okay, and again, this is just an option, so if you don't have one at home, no worries. You don't need it for this class, but if you do feel like spicing things up, I'll tell you when to use the band if you want to. And lots of options as we make our way through to create a class that is gonna feel good for you and your body. Now, if you want some music to move to, I've linked a playlist below. We'll hit play together as soon as we're on the mat, and I will see you soon. Okay friends, if you are using a resistance band, just place it off to the side, and if you have that playlist ready, let's hit play on the music in 3, 2, 1, go. And you know, this is a 45-minute class, so we're gonna spend the first few moments warming up and opening up our body, and then you get a beautiful 3-minute cool down at the end. It's just very well balanced. I'm very excited to move with you. So can you meet me in a seated position? Extend your legs out in front of you. Good, now reach your arms up overhead. Try to find a lot of length in your spine. Big inhale. And as you exhale, just a little hinge forward. Let your spine round, let your head drop. Good, hold right here for a breath. Big breath in. And breathe out. Now keep your spine rounded, let your head be heavy, and start to roll up slow. Good, head is gonna stack, and then reach your arms up. Inhale and exhale, hinge once again. Find length in your spine, and then let your spine round, let your head drop. One breath, inhale and exhale. Good, and use your next breath in to peel up nice and slow. Reach your arms up overhead, hold right here, big inhale. And exhale. Yeah, now put a bend into your right knee and place your right foot outside of your left leg. Inhale to draw your chest closer towards your right thigh. And as you exhale, slow twist to the right side. Maybe wrap your left arm around your right leg, and right fingertips can be behind you just to help keep that length in your spine as you breathe into your twist. Nice, and now hugging your right leg in towards your chest is also going to help to open up the outer edge of your right hip and your right glute. Let's stay right here for one more inhale and exhale. Good, and bring it back through to center. Right leg goes down to meet the left, and we'll do the other side. Left knee draws in, and then plant your foot outside of your right leg. Inhale to pull your chest a little closer towards your left thigh. Try to keep that as you twist to the left side. Wrap your right arm around your leg, or you can just use your hand, and then left fingertips behind you to keep that length in your spine. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good, this portion of class is super important, especially if we're gonna be moving for 45 minutes together. So try to cultivate that sense of presence, deeper awareness of your breath, and just giving yourself time to be here and fully connected to your body. Big breath in, and a big breath out. Nice, and then come back through to center. This time create a diamond shape with your legs, so bottoms of your feet touch, knees open out wide, and move your feet a little further out in front of you than what you're used to. Hold on to your knees or your shins. Inhale to lift up tall, and exhale, hinge forward, just melting your torso a little bit inside of your legs. One breath here, let your head drop. Good, and then peel all the way back up. Keep your left knee bent, reach your right leg straight, left hand behind you. Now push into your left hand, into your left knee, and reach your right arm all the way towards the front or the back of your mat. Just finding that length from right fingertips all the way to your right foot. One breath in and out. Awesome, and come all the way down. Reach your left leg long, bend your right knee, right hand behind you, other side, just push into the floor, lifting and opening the front body. And a big stretch from left fingertips all the way to your left heel and left toes. One more breath. You got it, and all the way down, pretty please. And then meet me in a tabletop position. Have your wrists under your shoulders, knees underneath of your hips, and spread your fingers really wide. Good, we're gonna just move the spine a bit. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. And as you exhale, round through your spine, tuck your chin into chest. 2 more here. Big, big breath in, opening the front body. Big exhale out and feeling space into the back line of your body. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Good, and then come back to neutral. Wiggle your knees in so they're closer to your wrists. Tuck your toes for support and spin your fingertips back towards your knees. Now let your hips get a bit heavier towards your heels so you feel a nice stretch in the forearms and the wrists. We're gonna be on our hands a little bit in this class, so it gives, this is a great opportunity just to open it up a little bit so that we can help those muscles engage at a better capacity once they're stretched. It just really helps them out. Okay, 1 more breath. Fantastic. And then bring your fingertips back forward. Wiggle your knees back so they're underneath of your hips, tabletop position. Now tuck your toes and hover your knees just a few inches off the mat. I promise we're not going to be here forever, okay? This is actually a full body exercise, just stabilizing in the shoulders, in your center core, and feeling a little bit in your quads as well. Now take a big inhale through your nose, feel your ribcage open to the sides, and as you exhale, find an audible shush breath. Shh, and feel your low belly pull away from your pant line. Do 1 more breathe in. And exhale, shh. Now try and keep your hips right in line with your shoulders. Step your right leg back, step your left leg back. You're in a high plank. Hold, breathe in. Audible exhale, shh. Now stabilize and step your right foot in so your knee is under your hip. Left foot in so your knee is under your hip. Good, 1 breath, inhale. And exhale, shh. Good, we're gonna do 1 more round. Right foot back. Left leg back, breathe in, breathe out. Good, right foot in and left foot in. Hold right here, inhale. Strong exhale. Nice, now bring it down and then bring your feet in front of you so you're in a seated position. Reach your arms right out in front, palms face one another. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, just a little C-shaped curve of your spine and lean back ever so slightly so you can feel your rib cage wrapping in towards the midline of your body. Reach your right arm up and hold, and then lower it down. Left arm reaches up and then you lower down a little quicker. We go inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, shh, breathe in, shh. Nice, beautiful job. Try not to move your torso, okay? So just the arms are moving. Spread your fingers wide so you can keep the muscles in your arms really active. Go lift and lower for 8. You've got it, 7. We're here for 6. Hug your low belly in, it's 5. Can you give me 4? Then you're coming all the way down to your back. We're there in 3, 2, and 1. Now lower all the way down to your back. Head and shoulders rest, arms down alongside your body. Lift your legs up to a tabletop position and hold. Your knees are stacked right over top of your hips. Lower the right toes down, they tap the mat. Exhale, squeeze, lift it back up. Left toes lower, they tap. Exhale, squeeze, lift it up, and then reach the legs up to 45 and bend the knees back in a little quicker. Tap, lift, tap, lift. Reach the legs for 2, bend the knees for 2. Right toes lower, lift, left toes lower, lift, extend for 2. Bring it in for 2. Good, you inhale, exhale, breathe in, breathe out, go reach, and then bend. Stay with this pace. Right side, lift. Left side, lift. Inhale to reach, exhale to bend. 1 more, tap, lift, tap, lift. Good, reach, and bend it in. Hold right here. Now bring your hands behind your head. Inhale. Exhale, lift head and shoulders up off the mat. Try and keep it lifted. Lower the right toes, twist to the left side. Lift it all the way back up to center. Lower the left toes, twist to the right. Lift up to center. We go twist, center, twist, center. So still incorporating those toe taps, but now offering a little rotation through your center, asking your obliques to help you out. Go twist, center, give me 10. You're here for 9. That's it, it's 8. You've got 7. Can you give me 6? Stay with your breath. 5. We're here for 4. 3, 2, and 1. Then lower your feet down to the mat. Try and keep your head and shoulders lifted. Pulse your chest up 1 inch, 1 inch. Exhale, exhale, good. Now notice if your elbows are super wide, I actually want you to bring them in a little bit so you can see your elbows in your peripherals and let your head be heavy in your hands. Pulse, pulse. We're gonna lower and lift the chest, full range. 3, 2, 1, we take it down. Lift, lower, lift. Inhale, shh, breathe in. Shh, nice. That audible shush breath is really asking your deep core muscles to help you out, to turn them on a little bit more. For 10, we've got 9, squeeze. 8, breathe. 7, amazing. 6, hold it up in 5. Try to keep your chest up in 4. 3, 2, hold it up right here. Now inhale, exhale, lift the legs up to a tabletop position. Hold right here. Either stay or reach the legs up to 45 and reach your arms behind you. Hold for 5. Slight tuck of your chin into chest. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower everything down. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Big breath in and a big breath out. Nice. Now hold on behind your knees, rock on up and meet me in a tabletop position, having your wrists under your shoulders and your knees underneath of your hips. Nice. Now from here, I want you to actually bring your hands forward a couple more inches and then bring your fingertips closer towards one another so that your thumbs might be touching, but your fingertips are still pointing forward. You might notice that your knees are just a little bit behind your hips. That is good as well. Bend your elbows, lower your forearms down and have your elbows point towards your knees. Press into the arms and lift back up. That's the movement. We go down and lift, lower and lift. Good. So this movement is going to really target the backs of your arms, your triceps, and the outer edges of your shoulders. Good. You drop and lift. Really important that you make sure the elbows point towards your hips every time you lower the forearms down. That's it. It goes down and up. And if it feels too much, just wiggle the knees right under the hips. Give me 10. We're here for 9. Awesome job. It's 8. This movement you definitely start to feel with the repetition of it. We got 5. You're here for 4. Lovely. Give me 3, 2, 1. Nice. Now hold it down halfway. Little pulse. Little pulse. That's it. Tiny bend. Tiny bend. It's only 10. 9, 8. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up over to your left forearm. Have your forearm and your elbow right under your shoulder. Have your knees stacked. Push the floor away and maybe reach your right arm up so you have a modified side plank. Lower the left hip. Squeeze, lift it up. Goes down and lift. Now that right hand can always come down in front of you just to help that left shoulder out. As much as we're working into the left oblique, you're still working into that left arm. Goes down, squeeze, lift, goes down and up. You got it. 10. For 9. Breathe. It's 8. That's it. 7. Keep it up in 6. Right hip stays up in 5. Hold it up in 4. 3, 2, 1. Try to keep it lifted. Now reach your right leg long and it's just hovering right in line with your right hip. Reach your right arm long as well. You can always lower the left hip down for this one. Sweep your right leg forward. Sweep your right arm back and behind. Good. Then reverse sweep for 2 and sweep for 2. Now this is really asking that left shoulder to do a lot. Remember, you can do this with the left hip down and then try to keep the trunk and the torso super stable. Go sweep and then sweep back. You got it. Only 5. We're here for 4. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. Now this time lower all the way down onto your left hip, all the way down. Let your head rest into your bicep and lift your right leg up. Your knees are bent to 45 degrees. Lower the right knee so it internally rotates and it taps your left knee, and then tap right toes to left toes so you open the right knee. Ready? We go internal, external, tap and tap, knees touch, toes touch. Imagine your shin is kind of like a seesaw. Yes, just starting to say hello to that right glute and the outer edge of your right hip. Good, just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We got 2. Now hold it open. Your toes are connected. You've got this diamond shape with your legs. Close the right leg and open. Close and open. Try to keep your right hip stacked over top of the left and think about squeezing into the outer edge of the right glute. It's 10. It's 9. That's it for 8. You've got 7. We're here for 6. That's it, just 5. And then grab your band if you're gonna use it today. We're there in 3, 2, 1, and grab your band if you're using it. Come onto your back. Nice, and then get your band around your legs and above your knees. Again, you don't have to use the band, okay? Have your feet grounded right in line with your hips. Arms down alongside your body. Now push into your feet, lift your hips up and hold. Just hold right here, okay? I want you to feel this diagonal line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Ground into your shoulders and into the palms of your hands. All we're gonna do is lower and lift the hips. Here we go. Down, lift, lower, lift. Now using the band, you're just gonna press out into it ever so slightly to prevent the knees from tapping in towards one another, okay? Try to keep the knees right in line with the hips. And if you're not using the band, you just keep that in mind. That's it, go lower, lift, lower, lift. Now if you want a little bit more spice, reach your arms up towards the ceiling, your wrist stack over the shoulders. Awesome job, we're here for 10. For 9, for 8, squeeze your booty at the top. 7, we've got 6, hold the hips up in 5, keep them up in 4, 3, 2, keep the hips lifted, little pulse. Pulse, just 1 inch, 1 inch, good. So staying at that high level, just pulsing from there. 10, for 9, whew, it's 8, really starting to feel this. You've got 6, keep it up in 5, hips stay up in 4, 3, 2, 1. Now try to keep the hips lifted. Bring your arms back down to the mat. All you do is keep the right leg exactly where it is, left foot and left leg, tap out to the left, bring it back in line. We go out, in, out, in. Good. So even though your left leg is moving, you're challenging that right leg to stay glued in its spot. All right, just 10. Keep the hips up. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in line. Try to keep the hips lifted. Lift the left leg up to a tabletop, okay? Or you keep the left foot down, but just the left tip toes are on the mat. Pulse the hips up 1 inch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower the left foot down. Full range, lower, lift. Let's flush it out, but still feeling into the glutes. And you might feel the right one even more. Down and up, lower, squeeze, lift. 10, 9, 8, and then we come up to stand. 7, you've got 6, maybe reach the arms up. It's 5, that's it for 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Whew. Now hold on behind your knees, rock and roll along your spine, coming up to stand. And if you're using the band, just keep it around your legs and above your knees. Okay, here we go. So just stand up tall, right at the top of your mat. Take a bend into both knees, just about halfway, deep hinge of your hips back. Lovely. Now step your right leg all the way back. Ooh, let's switch it up actually. Right foot's grounded, left leg steps all the way back. We want to keep targeting that right side instead. Little hinge forward of your chest. Now sweep your left leg over to the left side, sweep it forward and stand up into the right leg at the same time, drawing that semicircle. And then bend your right knee, left leg out to the left, all the way back, little hinge forward of the chest. So we go slow on purpose. Sweep it out, lift up, stand up, sweep the left leg out and back, hinge the chest. Do it again, out to the left, forward, stand up, bend it, out to the left and back. Nice, so that right leg is just standing up and bending as the left leg is drawing this semicircle. Can you feel your right booty? Yeah, sometimes going slower, you know, holds a lot of power. Lovely, we're gonna do one more here. And all the way back now, hold it here. Left leg is long, reach the arms up overhead. Tap your left toes in to meet the right and step back. Tap, reach, in, back, in, and back. Nice, really activate the arms as well. Spread your fingers wide. Make sure the right knee stays bent and your right leg doesn't move. We're here for 10, for 9, for 8, it's 7, it's 6, really feeling this right side, 5, you've got 4, 3, 2, 1, keep the left leg back. Now bend your left knee, lift your chest and hold right here. Left knee is hovering off the mat, shoulders stack over top of the hips, pulse down, down, 1 inch, 1 inch, lovely. Oh my gosh, if you're using the bend, this is definitely firing things up. Press into all 4 corners of your right foot, pulse, pulse, pulse. Yep, stay with me for 5, for 4, it's 3, 2, 1, and then stand up tall, sweep the arms back, bend the knees and bring the arms in front. We go tall, lower, lift, lower, good. 10, 9, 8, you've got it. 7, we're here for 6, you're here for 5, that's it for 4, 3, 2, 1, step the left foot up to meet the right. Just find some squats to flush it out. Lower, rise, down, and up. Only 10. For 9, really send your hips back. 8, tall, 7, lift. 6, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, stand up, shake it out for a moment. Oh, now if you got that band, I just want you to take it off, okay? Just for a moment. Reach your arms up, big inhale. And exhale, hinge from your hips, forward fold. Let your head go for a moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Definitely feeling a bit of that cardio. Now, hands are gonna ground. Step your feet back, keep your hips up high. So you're in a downward facing dog, okay? Lifting that tailbone really high, finding length in your spine. Big breath in, big breath out. Now look forward, step your right foot up and outside of your right hand. Reach your right arm up, a bit of a twist to the right side. Right hand comes down inside of your right foot. Step your right foot back, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Other side, left foot up. Find that twist. Bring your hand down. Step it back, now we go quicker. Ready? Right foot, twist, down, hips up and back. Left foot, twist, down, hips up and back. Nice. This is such a beautiful way to flush things out before we move into the other side of our sequence. Adding a little bit of a heart rate climb, a little bit of mobility into the hips and the shoulders for 10, for 9, 8, good, 7, you've got 6, we're here for 5, awesome, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, keep the hips up and back, big breath in, and a big breath out. Now come on down to your forearms, lower the hips. So you're in a forearm plank. Now you can be on the toes or you can lower the knees down. You get to decide. Just hold for 10. Focus, it's 9. Hug your rib cage in. 8. I know, 7. Sometimes it's so hard just to pause and hold. You got this. Believe in yourself. It's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower the knees down if you don't have them there already. Your knees are just behind your hips, but glue your knees together. Drop your hips 1 inch to the right, bring it to center, to the left, center, right, center, left, center. Now, if you want to, you can totally do this from the toes as well. Just try your best to keep the movement nice and small, okay? Go right, center, left, center. Breathe in, inhale, exhale. We're here for 10, for 9, almost there, 8, yep, 7. Oh, I'm gonna go up onto my toes, why not? 6, you've got 5, your final 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower everything down. Hips back to your heels, forehead down just for one moment. Breathe in and breathe out. Okay, now come on up to that tabletop position. We're gonna move into those tricep dips one more time. So have your knees under your hips to start. Walk your hands forward so your wrists are in front of your shoulders, and then have your thumbs somewhat close together, okay? Fingertips are pointing forward. Now maybe wiggle your knees back a couple more inches. So you might start to feel your core, hug that rib cage in, bend your elbows, lower them down, forearms ground. Press back up, go lower, lift, lower, lift. Remember your elbows are pointing back towards your hips every time. Drop, lift, drop, lift. You got it. Squeezing into the backs of the arms, the triceps, feeling the outer edges of your shoulders. Lower, press for 10, 9, for 8, 7. We've got 6. We're here for 5. Lovely, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Down halfway, pulse, pulse. Just 10, 9, 8, 7. Small movement. I know it's spicy. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push on up. Come onto your right hip. You're doing fantastic. Down onto your right forearm so your elbow is right underneath of your shoulder. Your knees are stacked, left hip over top of the right. Lift the hips up, hold. Maybe lift your left arm up, hold. You're in this modified side plank. Lower the right hip down. You go lower, lift, down and up. And remember that right shoulder is probably feeling something because you just worked into it from those tricep dips. So if it's too much, bring your left fingertips down just to help support that right shoulder a bit more. But squeeze into the right side oblique. So much to think about, I know, right? But you know what? When you're processing what's moving through your body and how you're moving your body, you're nowhere but present. It's amazing. You got 5. Keep it up in 4. Hold it up in 3, 2. Try to keep it lifted. Hold. Now reach that left leg long. Your ankle's right in line with your hip. Reach your left arm long. Hold, hold, hold. Remember that right hip can always lower down. We're going to sweep the right leg forward. Left arm sweeps back. Left leg and left arm. And then sweep in the other direction. Go sweep for 2. Sweep for 2. Remember that right hip can come down. You can still focus on this movement. Sweep and then sweep. Really squeeze into every muscle of the left leg. Activate that left arm. 10, 9, 8. Maybe lifting that right hip up. You've got 5. We're here for 4. Amazing. 3, 2, 1. Now lower everything down. Oh, thank goodness. Let your head rest into your right bicep. Hips are stacked, knees are bent to 45 degrees. Lift the left leg up. Amazing. Now all you're gonna do is internal rotation, your knees touch. External rotation, your toes touch. Go in and open, tap and open. Nice. Starting to warm up that left outer glute, the outer edge of your hip. Toes, knees, that seesaw motion with your shin. You've got 10, 9, take a big breath here. 8, you're doing incredible. 7, for 6, For 5, then keep your toes connected. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring the toes to touch. Your legs are in this diamond shape. Left leg is lifted. Then close, open, close, open. This is your OG clamshell. Yes, do we love it? Love and hate it, right? Go down and up. Nice. Now, if you notice the left hip is rocking back and behind you, you're lifting your left leg too high. 10, for 9, for 8. Then we got a quick transition coming up. In 5, you're on your back for your glute bridges. If you're using the band, you get it around your legs and above your knees. 3, 2, 1, here we go, on your back. Grab your band if you're gonna use it today. And then get it around your legs and above your knees. Lie on your back, have your feet grounded, right in line with your hips, arms down alongside your body. Press into your feet, lift your hips up. Now lower the hips, down, lift, lower, lift. And we've been in this movement before, but I still want you to check in. So notice if you feel any pressure in your low back, and just don't lift the hips up as high if that's what you're experiencing. But when you do lift the hips, you want to visualize this diagonal line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. That's it. Down, squeeze, lower, breathe, and stay with me for 10, for 9, 8, maybe reaching those arms up, 7, you've got 6, for 5, hips are gonna stay lifted, 4, 3, 2, keep them up, little pulse, 1 inch, pulse, pulse, good. Keeping that squeeze into both sides of the glutes and into the middle of your butt cheeks. Pulse, up and up. You ready? 10 more for 10. For 9, it's 8. Then we're gonna keep the hips up. 7, you're here in 6. Keep the hips lifted in 5. We're there in 4. 3, 2, keep them lifted. Bring your arms down alongside your body. Left leg is not moving. Right leg, right toes. Tap out to the right side a few inches. Bring it back in line. Ready? Goes out, in, out, in. Try to keep the left leg stable. Keep the hips up. For 8, 7, 6, you got it. 5, for 4, oh my gosh, 3, 2, bring it back in line. Keep the hips lifted. Now maybe the right leg lifts up to tabletop, or just the right tip toes are on the mat. Pulse the hips up just for 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right foot down, full range, lower the hips. Down, lift, lower, lift. Maybe arms up. 10, it's 9, it's 8, 7, so good. 6, we're almost there. 5, it's 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower the hips down. Hold on behind your knees. Rock forward and back along your spine. Oh, we're coming all the way up to stand. Okay, if you're still using your band, keep it around your legs and above your knees. Step towards the top of the mat. Now we want to stabilize into the right leg, but first bend the knees, go down halfway, send your booty back. So left leg is the stabilizer, right leg is the mover. Step your right leg out to the right side, keep it long. Sweep it back in behind you, little hinge forward of the chest. Now as you sweep your right leg over to the right side and forward, you stand up into the left leg. Right leg sweeps out to the right side and back as the left knee bends. Drawing this semicircle with your right leg. As you bend into that left knee, little hinge forward of the chest. And as you stand up into the left leg, tall spine. Go slow, take up a lot of space. Point the right toes, keep the right leg super long. Good, nice. 5 more, here we go. 5, don't rush it. Beautiful movement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we got to take it one more actually. Take the right leg out to the right, all the way back. Hold, hold, hold. Left knee is bent, little hinge forward of the chest. Reach your arms up overhead, tap the right toes in to meet the left foot. Step it back and reach. Little quicker, in, step, in, reach. Good. Grounded heavy into the left leg. Feeling into that left booty, left quad, left hamstring. In, back, in, back. Remember, your arms are staying active, friends. We are here for 10, for 9, 8, 7. You've got it. 6, 5, reach. 4, 3, 2, hold it back. Now bend your right knee, lower down halfway. Keep the right heel lifted, shoulders stack over top of the hips, pulse right here. Down, down, pulse, pulse. Oh my gosh, that deep burn, that ache in that left side, it's so good. Are you ready? We're gonna make it bigger. You'll stand up tall and sweep your arms back and then lower down. We're there in 8, 7, 6, you've got it. 5, focus, breathe. 4, it's 3, 2, 1, stand up, sweep, lower down, sweep, drop, tall, drop, sweep, hands to chest. Good. Active arms, like you're pushing energy back behind you. Rise, drop, rise, drop. Just 10, 9, 8, 7, and then you get to flush it out. Full range squats, right foot meets the left. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Tall, drop, rise, sit back. Beautiful work. This should feel like a really nice flush out. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Big breaths. Release anything you got it today. We're here for 8, 7, 6, every movement counts. 5, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Reach the arms up, big inhale. Exhale, let the arms melt down. Take your band off. If you've been using it, you don't need it anymore. But we've got one little bit of movement left. A little block of core work. You ready for it? And then we get to stretch it out. It's gonna feel so nice. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, hinge from your hips. And fold, let your head drop. Big breath in. Big breath out. And come on down to your knees. Take a seat on your bum. And you're gonna come all the way down to your back. Whew. Stretch your legs out long. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Now another breath in. And as you exhale, lift head and shoulders and lift your right knee up to tabletop. And then inhale to lower all the way down. A little quicker. Lift for 2, down for 2. Just stay on the right side, okay? And lower for 2. Lift, bend, down for 2. So I want you to keep your left leg really heavy. And then when you bend the knee, and make sure the knee doesn't move past the hip. Lower for 2. So we don't want to bring the knee towards the forehead. We don't want to round the spine, okay? Good. Lift and lower. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale to drop. Last one. Lift and lower. Now bring it back up to that position. Hold right here. Right knee is bent at 90. Lift your left leg all the way up to the ceiling. Lower down to 45 degrees. Exhale to lift, inhale to drop. Exhale to lift, inhale to drop. So your head and shoulders might still be lifted. You can always do them with them heavy on the mat though, okay? You can always drop head and shoulders back down. It's 5, good, lower. We're here for 4. Smooth and steady. You've got 3. Nice. 2 more and then we do the other side. Exhale and inhale. Hug your rib cage in. Last one. Lower all the way down. Right leg down to meet it. We're going to do the left leg. Lift up in 3, 2, 1. Lift for 2. Lower for 2. Exhale to lift. Inhale to drop. Can you see your elbows in your peripherals? Supporting the back of your head, the back of your neck, but not pulling onto it. Good. Squeeze and lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower. 2 more. Up and drop. Last one, lift and lower. Now bring it all the way back. Try and hold your head and shoulders lifted. Keep the left knee bent at 90. Right leg sweeps up. Lower down to 45. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lower. Nice job. Keep drawing the low belly in. Really utilize that breath. Find that shh. And inhale, just 5 more, okay? We've got 5. This is it, this is it. Hold on to it. It's 4. Good, breathe, believe in yourself. You've got 3, even if you're sweaty, even if you're shaking. It's 2. Last one here, friends, let's go. Exhale, lift. Inhale to lower, drop everything down. Oh my goodness. Take a moment to pause, to close your eyes. And just to recognize how your body showed up for you today, how you showed up for yourself, and how strong you are. Good, honestly, Pilates is so humbling. Hopefully I'm not the only one who thinks that. Alrighty, bend your knees, ground your feet. And then cross your right ankle so it rests over top of your left thigh, just creating a figure 4 stretch. Now you can either press your right hand into your right thigh, stay heavy with your head and shoulders on the mat, or maybe reach through for the left leg and just draw everything in a little bit closer, but be mindful that your head and shoulders are resting. Take a few deep breaths, slowing everything down. Giving your mind and your body a moment to really integrate your movement practice. And slowly drop your left foot down, right foot down, heel toe your feet out as wide as the mat. Take your arms to a cactus shape. And then just start to slowly windshield wiper your knees from side to side, neutralizing through the hips, through the spine. Keeping your chest open. And finding your way back to center. Heel toe your feet so they're back in line with your hips. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, finding that figure 4 stretch. Maybe pressing left hand into left thigh and staying flat on your back. Or maybe reaching through for your right leg, bringing it in closer, and then let your head and shoulders rest down. Three full breaths. And last one, inhale deeply. And completely exhale. And bring your right foot down, left foot comes down. Maybe those windshield wipers felt good. You can do that again, or you might just bring the bottoms of your feet to touch and let your knees open out wide to a diamond shape, maybe resting your hands on the ground or on your hips or your belly, feeling the movement of your breath. And if this is feeling really nice, you can most definitely stay a little bit longer, or maybe there are a couple other stretches and ways in which you'd like to ground and complete your movement practice today. Feel free to find those at your own time. But thank you so much for joining me today. I feel very flushed. I feel very, very good. I needed that movement, and hopefully you did too. If you enjoyed this 45-minute class, let me know. I'm happy to film more of them, and I'll see you next time.